This may be the most contagious virus that civilization has faced in our lifetimes.
Health experts are sounding the alarm over the Omicron variant as new cases continue to surge ahead of folks gathering for the holidays. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price. Kirsten has the night off. As Omicron spreads, health officials are warning that the virus could cause U.S. hospitals to become, quote, very stressed in the coming weeks. Holiday celebrations and everyday life are becoming more disrupted with each passing day. In fact, the NBA has now postponed 5 additional games involving 9 different teams due to rising COVID numbers. And last night, Saturday Night Live ditched its live audience for similar reasons. As Omicron is expected to become the dominant variant in the next coming weeks, President Joe Biden on Tuesday plans to talk about the battle against COVID and discuss efforts to send federal help to communities nationwide.
The government is prepared now to start sending out surge teams as needed to places that are really hit hard, and the president's going to have more to say about that.
With that in mind, health experts are saying to unvaccinated Americans that this is the week to do it. Now, here at home, an event in Sherman Heights aimed to help San Diegans get vaccinated. As News 8's Brian White reports, organizers made it a whole day of fun with activities for kids, including a winter wonderland with snow.
Here at the Sherman Heights Family Health Center, local families are taking full advantage of all the fun activities as part of this vaccination event focused primarily on kids. Organizers rolled out the fake snow for these lucky kids in Sherman Heights.
It's really fun playing snowball fight.
Whether it be the snowballs, arts and crafts, delicious food, or live music, there were plenty of ways to have a good time at this vaccination event, according to Fabian Diaz.
We're going to also play in the jungle gym.
The Mid-City Community Advocacy Network partnered with the Sherman Heights Community Center to host this vaccination event focused on youth outreach.
I think it's important that we protect our youth. So if we can bring that access to them and provide a safe and fun and friendly space, that's what we're looking to do.
75 people pre-registered for the vaccine event, and with walk-ups included, over 200 COVID vaccine shots were given.
I'm here for the vaccine and for the event, like the snow, the food.
Adam's aunt, Cynthia Soto, brought him here to get vaccinated, and she wanted to reassure him that there was nothing to be afraid of.
The shots, they're going to hurt a little bit, but it's going to be protecting you more.
So she had this advice to share with her nephew.
She told me that it's going to be fine. It's just that you just have to think about something else, and they just put the shot, and then it's going to feel kind of good and kind of bad.
As much as we can protect our children, it's the best thing that we can do for their future, for their health.
Organizers say they're focused on making the COVID vaccine accessible to everyone in their community.
We're just trying to shine light on the challenges that people are having right now. I think hesitancy is everyone's favorite word, but it's not really hesitancy. It's lack of accessibility and, unforeseen challenges.
In Sherman Heights, I'm Brian White for News 8.
What a great event, Brian. Thank you. Well, tomorrow, the fight against the San Diego Unified School District's vaccine mandate is going to be back in court. Tomorrow is also the deadline for students ages 16 and up to get their second COVID vaccine dose. The district set that deadline so that students would have peak immunity when they return from winter break. This is also for district staff. Now, the Los Angeles Unified School District recently delayed their deadline to next fall. Some teachers up there feared that forcing 30,000 unvaccinated students into online learning would overwhelm the program. But so far, San Diego Unified is still on track to enforce the mandate. Well, to try and help and limit the surge in cases, the state of California has implemented a mask mandate for most public indoor settings, but there are some exemptions, including places of worship. News 8's Ariana Cohen stopped by the Rock Church, where vaccinated people have the choice to decide if they don't want to wear a mask indoors.
Many of us now know about the mask mandate in California until January 15th. Well, now at places like the Rock Church, you have the option to take your mask off inside places of worship.
Come on, when you came into church this Sunday.
Congregation members filled the Rock Church for Sunday service. Some wore masks while many did not. Turns out they don't have to.
They took my seat. They seen me here. The last one as my seat. They sat there on purpose.
The California Department of Public Health says despite the recent mandate in California, masks are not required at indoor religious worship services. This mother says she felt comfortable not wearing a mask inside, but says she has mixed feelings.
It's worrisome, I would say, because as a parent, it's no longer about what's good for me. My baby definitely comes first.
While others decided to stay masked up.
But I also am grateful that The Rock allows us to be at our own comfort level. So people who want to wear masks, like myself, are able to do that without judgment.
The Rock Church offers many options for its congregation members, including in-person services, online services, and an outdoor service setting to accommodate everyone's needs.
Giving people their space as well. Some people prefer, fist bump, no fist bump, waving from afar, but I think it's ultimately giving people the choice. I think that's very, very important.
And for the Rock Church, we really just want to give an opportunity for people to gather and to worship in a place that they feel safe.
And you believe this is safe?
We have believed that we have put in all the measures that we can to provide a safe place to worship.
The California Department of Public Health says the guidance applies to all indoor workplaces, colleges, and healthcare facilities.
The California Department of Health still suggests that you wear masks indoors whether you are vaccinated or not. Ariana Cohen, News 8.
Ariana, thanks. A developing story out of Lakeside where sheriff's deputies found a body inside a travel trailer happened yesterday while investigating reports of a burglary in progress along the 67-year Johnson Lake Road. Deputies were searching the area around the vehicle when they looked inside and they found a body with signs of rigor mortis. The coroner was called to determine the cause of death. No other details have been given. A man sentenced earlier this year for stabbing a police dog is back in custody tonight. He's accused of stabbing another police dog. Dedrick Jones was arrested Friday after he was approached by officers who were responding to reports of vandalism. Officers say that Jones was swinging a knife, and when he refused to listen to commands and stepped toward them, they unleashed a police canine. Police say the canine, named Hondo, was stabbed at least 2 times before Jones was taken into custody. Hondo was treated for his wounds, and officers say tonight he's recovering at home.
Hondo just wants to be at work, but when he's at home, he likes to just be taken care of, likes his belly rubs, his treats, and his Kong, just like any other dog you might have at home.
Jones was sentenced to a year in jail earlier this year after stabbing police canine Titan, who needed more than 100 stitches. Jones was let out in June based on jail credits for time served. He's currently being held on more than $150,000 bail. He's set to be in court on Tuesday. Well, cooler temperatures across the county this weekend, and as we look at the week ahead, get ready because more rain is on the way. Evan Narani in for Sean tonight has a first look at your microclimate forecast. Oh, Evan, you're going to be the bearer of bad news.
That's right. It depends on how you look at it, because in some cases people look at the impending rain that's coming our way as a sign of good, but we've already seen quite a bit, right? In the last week or so, we've picked up on a decent amount. It looks like around midweek is when we'll start to see those floodgates reopen once again, and it's about Thursday through about Sunday or so that we can expect more wet weather in the forecast. For today, though, we're staying dry. It was dry but chilly out there. You see how those temperatures peaked along the coastline in the low 60s, so only 63 degrees is what we made it to, whereas average would have been upper 60s. We've already started dropping pretty rapidly, and those temperatures are only going to keep dropping into the next several hours. We're at 56 as we speak. We can expect to lose another 10 to 20 degrees depending on where you're at. Some of our valley floors could be reaching the upper 20s by the overnight hours. Now, winds are relatively light out of the northwest, only 5 miles per hour, but by the time we get into the later portion of the week, we're expecting wind and rain in the forecast. Again, it's going to start Wednesday night and really pick up Thursday. Coming up in just a bit, we'll set our sights on Thursday, talk about what's to come throughout this week, upcoming, and of course the next 8 days as a whole. Back over to you, Steve.
All right, Evan, thanks. Garbage piling up all across the South Bay this weekend after 250 sanitation workers who are employed by Republic Services voted to go on strike.
We want Congress!
The striking employees say the company hasn't made progress addressing their concerns. Workers say they've had to deal with excessive hours and harassment on the job during the pandemic.
Now we're asking for the company to do its part and show us what we're worth to them. We're not just a number, we're not just an object, we're not a piece of equipment, we're actual people, and now we want that back.
The strike has also delayed trash collection to customers in Kearney Mesa and Claremont Mesa. Republic Services issued a statement that read in part, trash has been delayed due to an unanticipated work stoppage. Republic is experiencing significant delays and working to resolve the situation as soon as possible. Customers are asked to still leave containers out for collection.